But you guys, neither of you are necessarily filmmakers. I mean, you, Jason, are definitely not, and Terry, you not so much, but some.
No.
So how did two non-filmmakers decide to do this?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's
Uh,
roundabout thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a bunch of pieces came together. I mean, I've been a software developer involved with open source software for a long time, so, I had that background. And I actually, one of the ideas for the collaborative side of the editor is that's really how open source software is developed, which these days is mostly, paid from commercial companies, but they still use this development model where, rather than trying to get, okay, we're headquartered in this city and we have to get a bunch of people in this city that are talented programmers and we'll get them all into a building or whatever. Instead, they just look for, where are the best coders, regardless of where they are. And it's really been a big strength for open source software developing that way. It reduces costs, the quality is higher, and development time is quicker too. So some of the idea was like, okay, so this kind of workflow really makes sense with filmmaking especially, I think. But, as we've got further into it, we've also realized that there's been a ton of filmmakers that are basically already working this way, even though it's a huge pain because the software is just not made for it. But, let's see, where was I going with that? But anyway, so that was a part of it, and then Tara's a photographer, so, we were playing with the Canon DSLR and started thinking like, wow, these cameras are gonna mean there's gonna be a bunch of people that, a lot of times for the first time can make a web series or make a movie or, and, they really need the right kind of software tools for the creation side, and they also need the right kind of distribution platform. So yeah, I guess that's...
Right. And as for me, I just, I love films, and I've been really interested in kind of this shift away from Hollywood over the past 5 years or so, or more. I just want to see people who want to tell a really juicy story. I want to give them the creative freedom to tell their story. So, the technology is there for them to do that now with HDSLR cameras. You can make beautiful cinematic quality film on the cheap. And, if you're a great writer, you can put together a script and, find actors in your local area and just go for it. And I think that's really exciting, and something that I think is, really, oh God, sorry. Oh, I'm just losing my train of thought left and right. I think it's the camera. It's as soon as I feel it on me, it's just like my mind
Do you want some more whiskey?
goes over there.